So we would always encounter that why you help undocumented people, right? But to set for this conversation's sake, they come here with agricultural visa, which is H2A. So therefore, it's about the lack of knowledge about the presence of the farm workers here. Second point is they come from Mexico, right? Mexicans would come. There are also some who are now, for many, many years, working here. They already live here. And Haitian populations, basically, they are based in Florida. Now, they would be working here for, let's say, 10 months. So we call it you follow the crops or the hot weather. They would start Florida, Carolina, and then here. When cold weather would seep in the shore, then go back there. And there are from Mexico, shuttled by bus, from Monterrey, and then coming here. So basically, that's where they are from. Now, in the recent years, we also encountered some guys. We thought they are from Florida, but they were from Baltimore, D.C. area. So now it changed the landscape of the definition of migrant farm workers because there are also like local African American or even white or black or Hispanic would come in here from the city, from Mexico, from Haiti to work. So basically, that is the origin of these farm workers. We would always say, okay, guys, who are the first timers here? They would raise their hands. 2 years, 5 years, 7 years. We would even ask them, hey, why don't you like stay here? And they would always say, no, my families, they are in my country. I am guaranteed to work for 10 months. Well, why would I leave my family there? So basically, after they work here for 10 months, they come back to their family and then process the paper, rehired. So it's pretty much consistent, I would say, in terms of employment. So again, it debunked the idea that it's one of those like they jump off the ship and they will stay here.
Is it mostly men?
It used to be families. It used to be children in every camp and women in every camp, and you had a feeling of family, and it was really a nice, warm feeling. And then the farmers started getting stingy about whether they provided housing for non-workers, and they would only provide housing for workers. So if the woman didn't work, then she couldn't come. And if the children were little, she'd have to find somebody to watch them while she worked. So it got to be more and more, and it still is now, that our camps are all men. Last year they brought some women, Hispanic women. Now the Haitian camp is mostly women and some men, but they work in the packing houses, so they're not out in the field, and they tend to be a little bit older in age than the Hispanic workers.
Haitians typically work in the packing houses versus
Yes.
the fields?
Yep. Not in the fields.
Yeah.
And there, I guess, about maybe 150 Haitian workers at one particular camp, and there may be several scattered across other camps, but basically it's Ames Camp, the great big camp, has a Haitian part. And last year they had Hispanic women there too. So, but that was a plus. We had lots of donations of women's clothing, and we have to give it to the thrift shops, but we could actually use it last year.
Has it been challenging?